From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 6 catches, 69 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, it's Page, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
Looking middle, and that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run on first down. Page. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. Landry, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Page. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's now 3-0 Texans. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 11.
Back to throw here. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Page, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd and goal from the 1. Up the middle they go. Landry. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
An extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Second and 9 now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Back to throw again. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
In man coverage, your number one cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Results is a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Houston set to take over.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down now, it's Page, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. It's incomplete. A big gain on his sights, but he did not reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And now out comes Houston.
And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete to number 3.
2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Rams with a strong first month of the year as they up their record to 3-1. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. The Chargers with an important win as they get their mark back to 2-2. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown catch in the victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
Complete to George Kittle. A gain of 4.
He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Yeah, as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end, so they were on him in a hurry.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Texans will take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Up the middle they go. Landry, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
49ers 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Don't like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 18. It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
He'll drop to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. The big fella, the 30, 10, 5, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans' 17-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bush. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it will be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on first down.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Landry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Houston, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. There, they'll look to regroup next week as they head to LA to take on the Rams.